Welcome back, guys, to yet another segment from Creator Hub Studios presented by Transcend Podcast Studio. I am one of your hosts, Travis, and I am here with
I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie,
My name is Zach Zirkus.
Zach Circus,
Justine.
and Justine. Thank you all for coming on here. Now, I know it's your first time on here, here. You already were on here, so I'm glad to have you back on here for another interview.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, kind of going down the line, if you guys want to tell me a little bit about yourselves and, what brought you to Creator Hub. We can start with you, Stephanie.
Okay, cool. So Justine actually is the one that brought me to Creator Hub. I've been wanting to come. I am someone who's an aspiring content creator. I am in the health and wellness space, mostly leaning into like spirituality, holistic wellness. And I just needed a little bit more push motivation to get into creating my content and putting myself out there because I tend to believe more in others than I believe in myself. So yeah, this event was really inspiring so far to see so many different perspectives, people already making content, and it's been really nice so far. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. And how about you, Zach?
So I'm a creator and an entrepreneur. The reason why I love coming out to Creator Hub is because it's really one of those things where you get to see all the people at the top. You have direct access to these people that you think are like untouchable. We have Hard Knocks here. We have a lot of these people, Hammy. Like I see these people's content and then I realize that, I can get in the room with them. They're very real people. They're very transparent. And it's just like an opportunity for you to be able to see what kind of systems they're using. I'm here to get that next edge. You get to hear from people that have done billions in views. They've not just been on the creator journey, but actually on the entrepreneur journey to be able to make it a full-time income. So I think that's really imperative to be around like-minded people. So I really appreciate the organization and everything that's put into behind this. The team is amazing. They have facilitated a lot of real systems that will take that creator to the entrepreneur level. And I think that's, a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Awesome. Yeah, the transparency is definitely something that I think a lot of people are resonating with, with this event. And, what's your take on it, Justine?
My take on it, I actually got invited by Icon when I met him in June. I was at a sales event, and then I actually was inspired by his content, actually kind of looked a little bit, and I was like, wow, he makes really good content. And I feel like I've always been sleeping on my own content. So I feel like when I saw him, I was like, it's a great way to connect. And then he told me about this amazing event, and I was like, let's go. I'm going to go for sure. And me and my friend came out here, and then I also invited her. And yeah, just so far, I think it's one of the best events I've ever been to so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you roped her into coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to go, and she posted it on one of our sales groups channels that we had on Instagram. She was like, who wants to go to Creator Hub? I'm like, me, I've been wanting to go. And she had an extra ticket, and I was like, perfect, this is my way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it was just
it was meant to be.
You.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And what is one massive takeaway that you feel like you have learned from this whole weekend? And again, we'll just start with you, Stephanie.
One massive takeaway, for sure, number one is just to get started and also get out of your own way and realize that it is going to take, a lot of effort. You are going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to fail a lot before you get that one that takes off. And don't get discouraged by the process. Don't get discouraged by the amount of times that you fall or no one sees your content. And even though you put so much effort into it and no one sees it and you're like, oh, why am I putting so much work into something that isn't reaping the reward? That's just part of the process. And everyone just keeps repeating that. It's part of the process. Don't give up, keep going. If this is your goal, if this is your dream, just go after it and it'll, eventually make its way to you.
That's incredible because, one of my favorite sayings is if you want to have an easy life, do the hard work. If you want to have a hard life, do the easy work. Yeah. So definitely think that a lot of people will also, again, resonate with that when it comes down to this. So, Zach, how about you?
So one of my favorite things, I have a few different takeaways, but my first one is just knowing that there is a community of like-minded individuals. Mm-hmm. You have to come out to the event. You have to come out, keep up to date with Creator Hub. make sure you know when the next event is. Come out, experience it for yourself. Know that it's real. Know these people are real. And everybody has that, aha moment when they hear it from a different point of view. And when you hear it from a creator that you can relate to, that you resonate with, and you see that they're implementing systems, it makes you want to get started. And you can be at any point in your life and do that. So I think, one of the biggest takeaways, there's a community of people that are doing it, and everybody's at the varying level. Not everybody has, 10 million followers. Some people have 100,000 and they're still making millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just really important to be a part of a community. You guys have an excellent community here that you can get a lot of takeaways from. And one of my biggest takeaways is utilizing, just doing things in a specific way. If you have, one thing to learn from, it's just learning how to get systems put in place so that you don't have to do all the work yourself. There's systems here, and systems are definitely something that help you save time and money, especially when you're starting because you feel overwhelmed having to do everything.
Yep. Systems 100% are so much better for, especially when you bring on a team and then you have that system in place to where it's much easier to, train those people into, hey, this is what works, and, implementing that.
So one thing that I wanted to add that Zach was mentioning is that everyone here is so open, like even the bigger creators, like everyone is so ready to help you and like share information and share advice. Like you could just go up to them and talk to them and be like, hey, like I'm just starting out. Like you've inspired me so much. Like what's one tip that you have for someone that's just starting? And they're so like open and willing to help. It's such a great community here for real. Like that's why I really love this event. It's one of my favorite ones so far.
Yeah, I really think, and the round table talk with the speakers and everything too. It's just
so great. Yeah, it was amazing. I love that.
What's been your massive takeaway from the whole weekend?
I'd say being connective, meeting a lot of people. I feel like, you could get that at any event, but I feel like the way that Icon presents that you could just come as yourself, it's great. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, here nobody's higher than you. You kind of just like you can be who you want to be with anybody that you meet too. Mm-hmm. So that's my biggest takeaway, I would say. Being connective.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now,
being creative too.
And so a golden nugget that you all three want to share for someone who didn't attend this weekend, what would that be? And was it from one of the specific speakers?
Do you have your
Honestly,
answer?
Yeah, my golden nugget came from Hammy TV. He's got 6.7 million on Instagram. Is just making sure that you take advantage right now. Instagram Reels for trial reels, you need to be taking advantage of that. You could put up 7 to 12 Instagram Reels that you want to test that you're not comfortable putting on your page yet. Mm-hmm. It will go to the explore page. You will get followers from it. And you can literally take it, test it, and then post it if it does well. And that's going to possibly go away in the future. So just making sure that you do take advantage of that right now, because that is really accelerating a lot of new creators, at least, in the short term. If it has availability long term, that's great. But right now, that's a very big utilized tool that's kind of overlooked. It's in a lot of people's settings, and they just don't use it. But the moment you do, and you actually see some followers come through, you realize you could be posting 12 times a day and not care, because it's going to go to other people's audiences. You're going to get new following, and it's not even going to go to yours yet. Mm-hmm. As soon as you switch it over, if it does well, you then put it onto your audience, and it just keeps trickling in. So it's a great asset. Everybody has it in their settings. They just overlook it.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So what about you? What about you, Justine?
I would say my biggest nugget. Man, that's hard to like follow up with, but I think seeing in person like all of the tools and things, different businesses that you can do. I think that's like one of the most important things that you can take away. Like for someone that didn't come in person, it's just much different than video. Oh yeah, for sure. Or like being here in person. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I would say like the same, like if you didn't come in person, it's so hard to get really the full experience, because I think the best part of this whole experience is being able to meet people in person, talk to them, shake their hand, be like, let me follow you on Instagram, like, or even if it's someone that you've already been following, you're like, I love your content. I love what you're doing. Can you help me? Like, give me a few tips here and there. And then like you just share information. Having that connection with someone is invaluable. You know?
Yeah. It's been a common thread with everyone that we've been interviewing is that the in-person is just different. I'm wholeheartedly believe that. Even video calls, I'm not the biggest, fan of.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, everyone just be here.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
show up.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
come.
You gotta get the creative spirit by being in person
room.
because it'll transfer quick.
Yep.
If you're not a creator now, you'll become one
You'll
because
feel it.
you're gonna feel the
Yeah.
energy in the room.
Energies, frequencies. I think we're all meshed, from this whole weekend.
Yeah.
For
And I
sure.
mean, we honestly want it to last long. I'm like, we're both sad. And it's like, oh my God, it's almost over.
Yeah, we're getting a little
We're
sad
going to have to say
today.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a really great weekend so far.
It can be see you later, not goodbye. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
exactly.
So, and then when it comes to this event and other, maybe creator events that you've been to, I know, there's like Vid Summit, things of that nature. Have you guys been to those or any other networking events? And how does this, differ from those?
I actually have not been to another creator event.
Okay.
So this is, obviously a reoccurring thing for me. This is my second year.
Yeah.
Smashed it this year, definitely getting better and better. Also, I think we had a 40% increase in ticket sales. So the community is getting much larger very quickly. So that's going to show that the team's definitely doing a good job, definitely being a great host, definitely very entertaining. And there's more and more people coming every year. So I am interested in looking at other ones in comparison. I think the only ones I have in comparison to I went to is probably crypto and private equity stuff and sales and marketing, which is a little different because it's not as many creators. It's
Yeah.
more entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So I do like the mix of having people that understand a brand, understand more marketing themselves, and they're kind of the business, and then they market businesses. So it's a cool experience to get all these different creatives because their mindsets are very they're a new age. They're definitely new age CEOs, and they're
Yeah.
implementing systems that a lot of people when they get into business are then reaching out to creators to figure out. And if you're a hybrid model and you're a creator and an entrepreneur, you're kind of equipping yourself with the skill sets and the systems to be the now entrepreneur.
Yeah. Cool. And how about y'all? What would you
Well,
say?
I haven't been to any other like creator events like this either. So this one's like my first one. But I would say I do like that aspect that we're merging like the creative and also the entrepreneurial vibes, because I feel like you do, in order to make money as a creator, you do need to have that entrepreneurial spirit as well. So the fact that you guys have blended and merged those two aspects is amazing, and you get to learn both sides to really succeed in this economy. And so I don't know if anyone else is out there like doing it like you guys, but this is so far it's been awesome.
Awesome. Last but not least. about you?
Yeah, I haven't been to any other creator events either, but definitely coming back next year. I can't really compare since I haven't been to any other ones, but I will say like I really like what Icon did and the whole team, just the way that everything was set up, and I don't know, I actually feel like I can belong here and belong with these people and connect with everybody. So I don't know,
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
what
the
I'd
type
say.
of person that comes to these events, like it's a very specific type of person, but they're all very cool.
yeah.
So everyone here has just been incredible. It's a really cool type of person that shows up to these events. Because, the business, entrepreneurial, networking events, I feel like it's more like you have to show up in a
Yeah.
suit and it's so
Yeah.
Like,
structured.
so
strict.
Yeah,
and-
you
yeah.
have to,
Yes.
And here
Yeah.
it's like people are showing up in hoodies and like sweatpants, or you could show up in a suit if you want to. You could show up looking, as
you
wacky
are.
as you want, and no
Yeah.
one's gonna judge you. No one's gonna look at you sideways. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like, that's cool, So that's why I like it. It's a cool vibe.
Kind of going back to how you said, you can come as you are
Mm-hmm.
and still, be accepted and, really have that family vibe
Yeah.
of, an event.
It really just shows your creativity too that you can bring. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess, when it comes to the different speakers, obviously there was an incredible amount of speakers, but is there anybody that you would like to see at the next Creator Hub Live?
I think getting somebody on the celebrity scale or like athlete scale, and then just kind of integrating people that have like the type of management where they're just like, they've already crossed into the real public figure like level. Just to see just like another tier, because you have like micro influencers, you have macro influencers that get above, 5 million plus, and then you have actually celebrity level. So I think it would be cool to get more celebrity like status level,
Okay.
just to have that the next tier and hear those stories, because those people originally were a macro influencer, and then they had systems and teams behind them to help them get to that claim to fame. So I think it would be a really cool experience to get that next tier, and then have more celebrities that are, still people, but here as creators to be able to tell their story.
Yeah. Awesome. Great take. And how about y'all? What do you think? Is there anybody specifically you would like to see, or?
Do you have an answer?
I think maybe some streamers or YouTubers. I would love to see like Valkyrie or something, or I don't know. I mean, she's sweet in person, but I mean, yeah, like YouTubers, streamers, people that I look up to like that. That'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get into YouTube, so I would want more YouTubers, and maybe more specifically in like the health and wellness or spirituality niche, but that's just me for like the stuff that I like. So seeing other people in that niche also that are doing it big, that would be really cool for me.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's why I asked you, I want to hear what your thoughts are and, what you specifically would like to, see at the next one. And, for people who should attend these events, what kind of people do you think should attend it? Is it open to anybody? Is it specific types of people? What are your thoughts?
I think it should be available to anybody.
Yeah.
Available to anyone.
Yeah, I think it's open to anyone, honestly. I don't see who wouldn't really. I mean, unless you're not interested in content at all, you're not someone on social media, you think it's a scam, you think it's weird, then obviously don't come. This probably isn't the space for you. But if you're someone who's creative and you want to put yourself out there, you want to build your personal brand, you want to be known for something, you want to help people on a broader scale, then this is 100% the place you want to be.
Yeah.
I'd say it's for everybody. If you're just wanting to get valuetainment, there's value here. There's valuable people, there's valuable insights, and you will feel the energy of the community, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
If you want to feel an extended family, come to Creator Hub, come experience it for yourself, and then you'll be able to see that there's people here that have a genuine interest just to see you have, something happen in the creator space or the entrepreneur space. They want to see you do well. They know if you're just getting started, you have questions, and, they're here, they're people, they're reachable. You can literally, sit down with the creator circle. That's one of the most genius things I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that was
really,
amazing.
you really incorporate, the ability to
One-on-one.
have that one-on-one experience in a group setting where you can walk up to the person that you just saw on stage that you thought was not touchable.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting at the same table and they're going in line
know, they're
like,
actually
like
ask
next
questions.
to you.
what's your question direct?
Yeah.
That approach is like so cool. Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of. Usually they make it a ticket tier where all of a sudden there's a $5,000, $3,000, $1,000 barrier to entry, and they're going behind and a VIP type scenario. Not that VIPs don't have extra exclusivities, but you guys open up the floor for all the speakers to have direct access to all the attendees. That's an amazing feature. I have not seen that yet. And sometimes even when you get into the network type scenario, it's not as open dialogue. So like you go to a party and the speaker that you see like on Shark Tank or something, all of a sudden isn't at the VIP networking. So like if they had them sit down like you guys have for the creator circles, that's an ingenious idea because you have approachability and it makes it seem like these are people that you can touch and feel, and that makes it more real.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that is probably one of the most unique things that, they've offered among other things. But I want to do a little rapid fire. And so with one word, what would you describe this event with that? And I want to start with you.
I would say connective.
Connective,
Systematic.
systematic,
Transformational.
Transformation. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool. And as a final question, what is something that you would tell somebody who was maybe nervous about coming to this event, or, you know, they just weren't able to, and they're, you know, maybe on the fence about coming to the next year's event? What would you tell them? Start with you, Stephanie.
Well, so I was actually nervous about coming to this event because even though Justine invited me, I was like, I hadn't met Justine prior to this event, and I didn't really know anyone else that was going to come. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to this, even though I live here in Orlando. I was like, do I really want to go? And I'm like, oh, whatever, fine, I'll go. Like, get out of my comfort zone, see what it's like. I'll just go for one day, see if I like it, and, you know, see what comes out of it. And I went my first day and I'm like, this is awesome. And now it's like the last day and I'm like, I wish there was more. So definitely just do it. It's not as scary as you think it is. It's very welcoming. People are very open. Like, people just come up to you and start talking to you and be like, hey, what do you do? Are you a creator? Are you an entrepreneur? And it's so easy to talk to people here. So even if you're shy or you're like, you have a little bit of social anxiety, I feel like it's a welcoming place for that.
Cool. How about you, Zach?
I would say first things first, you guys have a great affiliate program. You do offer distributions on tickets, so invite some friends. So then that way it makes it more worthwhile if you're on a budget. And then also you have the opportunity to literally just get in the room with some of the craziest, most the inspiration that you can get from somebody that's already got this brand clarity where they have brands reaching out to them just to pay to post.
Yeah.
Like, these are the most brilliant minds. And having the opportunity to be in the room with them, not just seeing them on YouTube, and having the opportunity to be able to have a one-on-one conversation, that's priceless.
Yeah.
And that's not like, where are you going to find that? You have it for a very low, you know, barrier to entry. You have the opportunity to invite other people. You can get commissioned by bringing people into this community. And you have the opportunity to literally learn from the top. These are people that are creator entrepreneur hybrids. They understand not just, you know, being in the limelight, but also monetizing it. And I think that's an amazing thing to learn as a skill set, because you can't have that taken away from you. If you learn how to monetize yourself, you can also help monetize other people. You can also be an agency owner and then find talent. So it's an amazing people, place, and community. It's thriving, and, you know, you're one connection away from anything. And that's what it's about. This is a people-based community, and it's about being able to connect with the people that have the inspiration to take you to the next level or help inspire people to get to the next level.
6 degrees of separation. So, again, last but not least.
I would say, if it were me to be nervous about, you know, going to an event alone or for the first time with anybody, I think that I tend to overthink, and you just need to do it. Like, just like Nike, just do it. Like, literally just do it. Don't get into your head and think, what's going to happen? What am I going to get out of this? Just do it. You know, like, there's so many opportunities that you can learn and grow here from just going and just getting out of your head.
Yeah. I think, you know, that's all the questions that I have for y'all. But if you want to tell the people where they can find you, and we start with you, Justine.
You could find me on Instagram, Justine_Chriselle.
Yeah.
You can find me on all platforms at Zach Zerk, ZACHZERK. I just want to give a special shout out to Icon and Patrick with STEM Media. You guys are hosting a brilliant community here. I implore everybody to come here and check it out for their first time and just become a part of the family.
Awesome. And how about you, Stephanie?
You guys can find me on Instagram and on TikTok at sage.lazuli. And yeah, that's essentially where I'm at right now.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for hopping on to here. And this has been, yet again, another Creator Hub Studios segment. I am your host, Travis, and this has been great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
Yep.
for having us, Travis.
Thank
Yep.
you.